Are we live? There we go. Okay, we're live. All right, cool. All right. Let's see what's on our to-do list. Stephanie, how you doing today? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Stephanie. How are you doing? We're just listing a little bit today. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. We've won 4 units in like 2 weeks. So me and my wife are exhausted. So we're just been on the go nonstop. So we finally got a day or two to ourselves for the next couple of days, and then right back at it on Tuesday. Oh, we made a sale. I just sold. Oh, nice. We just made a sale for $50. But other than that, Stephanie, we're doing pretty well. Yo, World Champ, what's going on? How sales have been? Sales have been pretty good. I'll say I've been slacking a little bit on eBay, but we've really been turning up on Whatnot, and we also been doing our local auctions. Matter of fact, I actually wanted to show you all that today. If y'all don't know, we're doing our local auctions now, to where I hold my own local stuff. And so far, this is how everything's been going. So, these are all the bids. We still got 5.5 days left. Ends next Friday. So we've been kind of moving. So we're still doing our eBay stuff, but we've been trying to get away from like all the fees and stuff like that. So Whatnot, we've been turning up over there. Less fees. I am selling on eBay. Last year my overall sales price on eBay was like $32. This year it's over $60. So I've been kind of messing around with how I'm selling and all that. So essentially it's weird. It's like I'm selling less this year, and I'm not really putting as much work in this year as eBay, but I'm making like almost pretty much double the amount of money I was making, because I'm spreading everything out between local auctions, Whatnot, and eBay. So it's kind of wild. But we see here, I mean, this is like, I think a day and a half of people bidding so far. And all this stuff, we have a big 12x40 storage unit now that we pay $663. And so all this stuff is on auction right now, and I think this is going to be pretty good. But in the meantime, what we're doing is we're just going to be listing today. But sales are pretty good though overall. I can't complain. So you're doing Whatnot tonight at 5? Yes, Stephanie, we're doing it tonight at 5. And let's see what just sold. Yeah, this thing right here ended up just selling. Hold on one sec. But yeah, we're doing a Whatnot show tonight at 5 o'clock. We got a lot of good stuff. Tons of Funko Pop stuff. We got cards. We have video game stuff. We have video games, miscellaneous stuff. Model. There's one model kit. There's knives. There's a couple of watches. I mean, it's gonna be great stuff. But yeah, this right here just sold for $50. We found this in this recent storage unit, but that right there just sold for $50. I had it there for $60. I listed this last night. I know what money I'm going to make from this unit, so I was willing to take a $10, off deal on that. So that makes me pretty happy. Will you message me a link to your auction? Stephanie, if you look in the description of this live stream, the link is already provided for you. All you got to do is click it, and you can bookmark it. but it's literally right there down in the description for you. 2 weeks ago, moved my grandson from Illinois back here and just finished moving my daughter back in across town. Sounds like you've been pretty busy, Cindy. Just like me, I've been crazy busy, and work smarter, not harder. Absolutely. And that's kind of what I've been, I've been working my butt off for the course of 3 or 4 years now of doing this. And I always had this mentality where, you got to go, eBay. Now I will say that eBay over Whatnot for sure when it comes to getting top dollar for your stuff. Whatnot is a great platform to get, to get instant money, to get some of that stuff that you don't necessarily want to list. Even though like I could list the video game stuff, I could list the that type of stuff. But in my eyes, build a platform on Whatnot, to kind of spread your variety out, less fees over on Whatnot. eBay takes their percentage, and then of course I have my local auctions, which we did. So this auction that's heading that we're doing now, the first auction we made $1,902. Wasn't terrible. Some things did undersell, but nobody knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? In our local area. So at $1,900 for stuff that's just kind of like other things that we're going to sell on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. So we are completely done with Facebook Marketplace. We're no longer doing that. We're doing just the auction stuff, and it gets rid of all the big stuff. We get quick money, or not quick money, but we put it in a competitive market so people can bid on stuff. If it sells for $5, it sells for $5. If it doesn't sell, it gets donated. If it sells for $300, it sells for $300. It is what it is. But this really helps us by staying productive with buying more units. So it's smart for us because we don't take any fees on that money. That money is just pure profit. You know what I'm saying? But ever since I've been kind of cutting back a little bit on eBay with like being that mentality of just straight listing on eBay, I've actually been making more money by spreading things around. And the auction tonight on Whatnot is going to be pretty sick. It's going to be pretty sick. I can't wait. Digital cameras have been my favorite new thing to sell. Always finding them at garage sales. Did close to 10K just on cameras this summer so far, and saying how hot they are. Yes, absolutely. We have a blue one over here. Found that in a storage unit worth 150, and I got like, I don't know, 7 watchers on it or something like that. But I think I'll probably have it priced maybe a little bit too high, but I'm just kind of waiting on an offer for it. But digital cameras do very, very well, like very well. But yeah, so sales have been good though. I can't, and they just paid for that. Good. But I'll show y'all here real quick. So I'll show y'all like my overall sales this year. So keep in mind, this is just eBay. You know what I'm saying? This is not Whatnot. I think Whatnot in the past 2 months, I think I've done over 10,000 or something like that. So like if we look here, right? So this is my overall sales. Okay, so my quantity sold is down by 24.2%. My average sales price is up by 80%. Okay, so my sales are still up, even though I sold less. My sales are up by 36.8%, and my net sales are up by 50%. So when you really look at it, it's kind of really working out because essentially I'm taking less fees, but I'm making more money on eBay. And then of course you got the Whatnot sales. I can go to Whatnot real quick and just see, because let's see. I see the Whatnot link, but not the auction link. I'm on my phone. Maybe that's why. Let me see if it brings up on mine. Yeah, it brings it up to mine. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Maybe that'll help. Try clicking that, Stephanie. I don't know. That should work. Less work, more money. Let's go. Absolutely. So if I go to like my analytics here, let's see. Let's do July 31st through July 1st update. So yeah, so that right there is what we did on that month right there. I've been very picky with what I buy as well this year. I think I'm close to $70 per item. Dang, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's weird to say that I'm doing less work, but I feel like I am doing a little bit more work because of the local auctions. But it's like I'm not getting the fees. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me selling $1,900 worth of stuff after eBay would take their fees, let's just say I'm around $1,500. I'm actually keeping that $1,900. Of course, putting stuff off to the side for taxes, but it really works. But let's see. So that'd be 55 for July 1st. Let's look at June. I don't remember how many I did in June. That's right, because I started at the end of June whenever I started doing it. So July was like my first year of really doing this. So let's see. Let's go to 15. So yeah, so I've done 2,100 on Whatnot this month. From just a little bit of stuff that I had, and that was mainly clothes and shoes and a little bit of everything. But overall, the way I'm spreading everything out, I'm liking in the direction of what I'm doing as of right now. That's great. Yes, definitely. It's good because that 5,000 or let's say 7,000 over the course of 2 months of doing Whatnot, or a month and a half of doing Whatnot, consistently, you figure that brings it out to about a little over 7,000, and they take what, 8%, 4%. I don't know what they take, but I know it's less than eBay. And I run my shows twice a week, every Wednesday and Sunday, and I get rid of a lot of stuff quick. It makes people happy. They get a good deal, and then I will list my my little bread and butter items over on eBay. Because with the local auction stuff, I know I've been saying that a lot. The local auction stuff has really been good to us in a sense of like we can move stuff at a faster rate. I mean, it takes us a little while to get it prepared, but like our first auction, we did right at like 92 items up for auction for a total of $1,902. I think that came out to like $17 and some change on overall of all the items. This time we're doing 125 items in, I mean, if we just do the math, 125 items, let's just say we average $20 per item. That's a $2,500 paycheck. I will say in this auction, it is a little bit better stuff. So let's just say hypothetically, let's say $30. Let's say if we get $30 per item, that's $3,750. So, now on a high end, let's just say we get $50 per item, which not sure if it'll happen, but crazier things have happened. But if we got $50 per item, you're looking at $6,250. So, and we keep all that money. There's no fees coming out. So that's the beautiful thing about the local auction stuff. So we're being smart about it, and it is a lot of work getting dimensions, descriptions, cleaning them up, putting the furniture oil on them and make sure all the parts are there. So it is a little time consuming. Eventually I might have to hire one person to help me, but for now it's just me and the wifey. Jessica, hello, good morning. Let me take pictures of this real quick, y'all, and we'll get back to talking. Y'all get to see how I do my listings and all that good stuff. But that's kind of how I do it right here. Just take the pictures. There it is right there. And then we just throw it on the scale over here. Yeah, it doesn't weigh much at all. But yeah. But if y'all don't know how I do this, I don't think a lot of people do it this way. I think they just do everything through their phone. I cannot stand writing descriptions in my phone because in high school, I used to type like 120 words per minute. So all I do, I go to the drafts on my phone for whenever I clicked over on my computer over here. And all I do is I load in all the photos. I don't know if y'all can see that. Once they're all loaded, I back out of that. It saves it as a draft, and I go over here to my drafts, and I go to resume draft, and look at that. All the photos are there. That's how quick it took me. It took me, 30 seconds to take the pictures and then upload it? All the pictures are there. And then all I do is go boom, boom. Well, it's not really Sony branded, but then I'll usually pick a skew. It's gonna go on a metal rack. Oh, that's like never thought of doing it that way. Yeah, because I type so much faster. Because like instead of me being hunched over here on my phone, typing. I mean, you just saw how quickly I typed it. And all I do is I copy and paste the title, put it in there, and then boom, very easy. I already got the price in my head, $49.99. I always put best offer. I always change it to 5 ounces. 7 ounces is just a little too low for me because I like to put a little bubble wrap. 752 is the box I'm going to use, and I always promote it at 5%, and then boom, I list it. And that took me a full minute. Oh wait, item specifics. Sorry. Whoops. Guitar Hero. I didn't even do that. Clear. Guitar Hero. There we go. And every now and then that'll happen. But it took me, what, a minute to picture it, list it, type. And then I basically just walk it over here to my little metal rack here. And then boom, there it is. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know to do that. See, this is why I love doing storage units too, man. Like stuff like this, people will just throw away. But anything that looks interesting and it has a model number on it, man, I keep it. At least let me look, you know, because you never know. Like this right here is called Neptune Systems, and obviously their brand pops up. This is a PM Up V2, I think. And look at that. You would have never guessed this thing right here was worth about what, 30 bucks? Let's see, 5 sold. Let's see what the listed is. Look at that. Over 100% sell-through rate. And you guys would have never thought this right here, this little pump or whatever this thing is. Let me go over here. This little thing right here was worth 30 bucks. You would have never guessed that. That's why I love doing storage units, man. Cannot beat it. So yeah, so two listed, 5 sold. So over 100% sell-through rate. So I will sell this for $30 plus shipping, and that's how I'm going to do it. And what I like to do, I got a big bag of rubber bands over here, and I always like to rubber band cords and stuff. But yeah, man, $30 for this thing. And then one thing I love about storage units too, you guys, is that not only you'll find things that you would have never guessed was worth a little bit of money. This $30 adds up in the fact that it's over 100% sell-through rate. And even if I took a best offer of 25, I'd still be happy. But you can also use storage units as a research, as like further educating your research on stuff. So like now that I know Neptune Systems, if I ever see this out there in the wild, I know that this is at least worth 30 bucks, you know? So that means I'm willing to look out for other Neptune system stuff now. You know, any other person saw this with, let's say, I'm assuming it goes to maybe an aquarium or something. Y'all saw this and 99% of y'all would walk past this. I would walk past it. So again, same thing here. I'm going to take my pictures real quick. Shouldn't take me long at all. There it is right there. Get that weight. All right, cool. So I back out of that. Now it should just save it to my phone, and it did. Look at that. Now I'm just going to load in the photos. Now there's some items obviously that'll take longer than just a minute or two to take pictures of and all that. And look at that. All the pictures are loaded. Let's go back over here. Click done. This is exactly how I do it. Sometimes I'll do like 5 at a time, but since I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to do 1 at a time. But now the way I really do it is if it looks like it's in good condition, it's probably going to work. If it's in rough condition, I'll probably go out on a limb to try to test it if I can. I'll put this one in M2. But if it comes back, it comes back. It is what it is. I don't get many returns, so I'm willing to do that. Right there, and then we're gonna do $29.99 plus shipping. That's a 7-ounce rate, so we need to move that up to 12.864. Best offer. And I always promote at 5%. Y'all don't have to promote at 5%. That's just what I do. I like to be competitive. Natalie, hello. How are you doing? How are the storage units going for you? And then guess what? That one's done. Boom. M2. But yeah, but basically the way I do it though, I always grab a tote whenever I do storages and just throw things in there that look interesting. And I mean, you never know. That's why I like that pump thing that we just found was worth a little bit of money. Now this thing right here was interesting. Yeah, like real quick too, I'll show y'all. This Caswell knife. So look at this. Over 100% sell-through rate. We actually found this at the bottom of a tote yesterday in my backyard. Me and my wife had 2 boxes on the trailer after we did a dump run because I told her, I was like, hey, look, we haven't gone through that those 2 boxes, so we kept those, did a dump run, and my wife found this at the bottom of the box, and I mean, it's 13 sold, and this one's my listing, but originally there was 11 listed, but in used condition, I think it was like 5. I think yeah, so 4. But this is mine right here, 130. Not great lately. So many cancellations, but keeping fingers crossed for one this week. Didn't you win one that was like huge? Did you already go through all that? Because the one you sent me looked like there was like a lot of work and a lot of good stuff in that unit. Was it not that great, or you already gone through it all? So yeah, be on the lookout for Caswell knives too. Caswell knives is really good. So like this item right here is going to take me a little bit longer to list because I don't know, it's something gold here, but it says made in Germany, and we Google lensed it yesterday, and it was something interesting. How about me? Unit's been pretty good, for the most part. But we did one in Charleston, South Carolina, and we did pretty good. That's where all this stuff has come from. Y'all haven't seen the video yet. All right. I don't think this is going to be anything. I think the item that came up yesterday wasn't exactly what I thought it was. It goes to a guitar. I know that. But no brand. I mean, it says made in Germany. So like with stuff like this that's getting me stumped, I usually put them off to the side until I'm able to do a little bit more research because I don't like to be caught up on one listing. That's going to take me 30 minutes to get listed. Yeah, just got through that one that took me a long time, but doubled up, which I'm happy about. Nice. Very nice. Well, Castle to the list. I only knew a buck in case. Oh, yeah, dude. Look up Benchmade. Benchmade's another great brand for knives. Like, they make some good knives. Let's see. Used. Let's see. 1,100 listed. Should be over 100% sell-through rate. Yeah, 3,500 plus sold. But Benchmade, Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson knives actually surprisingly do well. Yeah, we look up Smith & Wesson knife. I always like to go used because usually you'll find them. 1,100 sold. 1,100 sold and 2,100 listed. Okay, so not a great sell-through rate, but over 1,100 sold in the past 90 days. I mean, it's pretty good for any category. But you got to find the specific ones like, let's see. And that's a little bit of specialty. That's not the one I want to look at. I want to look at like these, like the fixed blade ones. The fixed blades, those do really well. That's a little folding pocket knife. That's a little on the lower end, but Benchmade, Buck, Case, the Caswell knife now, Smith & Wesson. There's Schrade. Schrade's another good one. Even Gerber knives do good. Uncle Henry's do good. Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. There's a bunch of them. All right, I think the rest of the stuff is going to be cords, which is going to be good because I can keep these for testing products. So that's good. Let's bring this other tote over here. All right, that stuff goes together. I gotta do a little more research on this. Those go together, that goes together, and that goes together. All right, yeah, this is another one. Quinn, Quinn, is the brand on this one, and I never heard of it, but it's an electronic torque wrench. 64915. All right, so 5 sold, 3 listed, so over 100% sell-through rate, and mine does work, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna put mine up there for I'm gonna put mine up there for 100 plus shipping. Take a little best offer, maybe around 80 at the least. I need to get more. That's my last one. I gotta get some more Clorox wipes to wipe stuff down. But yeah, like World Champ. I don't think I have the video. Hold on. I don't think I have the video transferred over to my computer yet. Let me see what video I have on here. Nah, I don't. I was going to show you, but we found in this unit. So the unit we won in Charleston, South Carolina, was a unit we actually let go because we won 3 local units in our local area. One of them was the one that just uploaded last night that had the Narcan, the used syringes. We have yet to go back on that one. We're going to go back this Tuesday and start just basically just do like a get all the trash out. We might be winning a unit Wednesday and Friday. We got to see. But we're going to go through that as much as we can to get all the trash out, or get as much as we can. And but that's the reason why we let the one go in Charleston, South Carolina. Well, we bid up at $350, and I told my wife, I was like, hey, do we win this or do we win that one? So we both agreed, if we won 2 locally and then 1 all the way in Charleston, which is a 2-hour drive, we're like, I don't know, it's gonna be cutting it kind of close. So we decided to let this one go. Well, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, let's do it. We gotta make a consensus agreement, and we let it go. Well, long story short, about 4 or 5 days after it ended, obviously we already went through 2 units, got them cleared out, messed with the 3rd one. Y'all haven't seen the 3rd unit yet. That one's coming up here in the next day or 2. And we got an offer through Storage Treasures. So essentially I'm a pro bidder on Storage Treasures, and you pay like $30 a month, and you're only paying 9% in buyer's premium, compared to 18% if you didn't have one, or if you're not a pro bidder. So we got a backup offer for this unit for $350, and I'm just sitting there like, backup bidder? You go tell me somebody won this unit and didn't go pick it up, or whatever the case is. Well, I ended up getting there, and the manager told me that the guy who won the unit was actually the original owner, and apparently, from my understanding, you're not allowed to do that. So he told the dude, yeah, you can't do that. And I guess he asked his regional manager or something, like, hey, what do we do? And she's like, hey, put it up as a backup bidder, and then if that person doesn't take it, then we'll just put it on there as a manager special. Well, I looked at my wife at 7 o'clock at night, and I was like, babe, come here. She's like, what's up? I was like, hey, so you remember this unit? She's like, yeah. I was like, so we got a backup bid. Explaining to her the whole ordeal, and she was like, we should get it. And I'm like, you sure? I mean, we got a lot going on right now. We got the local auction stuff that we were in the middle of doing. And she was like, hey, when the opportunity presents itself, which is what I say all the time around her, you hop on it. And I was like, you know what? You're right. It's going to be a lot of work, but you know what? We can do it. So she said, screw it. Let's do it. $350. You ain't going to lose. And this was a unit where we saw all the Lego stuff. We saw ammunition, but we didn't know the extent of what we were going to find. We actually found Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, $400 game all day long on eBay. That one game paid for the whole unit. But then we found like all types of stuff like this. We found a nice Super Nintendo video game collection. We found Legos. One of them was sealed. I'll show you right here. One of them is actually sealed. I got it up there for $420, brand new. Oh no, I don't want to create a listing. And so there's like 3 items in there, plus the video game collection. That right there was like 5. Oh, So this is a spoiler alert, okay? So if you don't want to see the spoiler alert, go ahead and turn the live stream off now. We found a crazy find in this unit that will come up here in about 5 or 6 days, and I'll try to upload the episode on it. But you think Earthbound's a crazy find? Look at this right here. So this scope right here is worth $3,000. We found this in the storage unit. This one has over 100% sell-through rate. Over 100% sell-through rate. And it's pretty darn clean. You only found it once and found Chrono Trigger with it? Nice. Very nice. But $3,000 scope. Like if you just type in this right here. So if we go to used, so one listed in used condition, well, maybe two, but then you got 7. Like look at all this. All right, like world champ, you're gonna tell me right now that I pretty much, well, after food, gas, and dump fees, we're probably right around $850 on this unit. And you're gonna sit and tell me that I have triple plus my money off of just this. So between the scope, the video game collection, the Lego set, what else was it? The scope, the Lego set, the video game collection. I think we're right around $5,000 just for those, handful of things. And that's not including like this $100 torque meter. I mean, we're finding like $100+ stuff. I mean, absolutely incredible of what we're finding in there. So you can thank the wife for what we're going to be finding in this unit. Let me show you the Lego thing real quick. Yeah, this thing right here. So this thing was brand new sealed. I got another $420 sold out on Amazon. Look at that, 6 viewed in the last 24 hours. Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Do you insure something like that? I probably would. Yes. Anything that's over like $200, I usually insure it. Just in case. But yeah, like scopes. I'm definitely doing that. I'm definitely gonna do that. But yeah, like I said, it's just insane what we're finding in this unit. We got it all cleared out. It was a 10 by 30. Took us 2 trips. Couldn't get it done in one trip, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The biggest thing is stay moving and jump on those opportunities when you can. Because I mean, as much as I say, like, man, it'd be nice to have like a day off. Sometimes working a little extra, little extra harder for a couple extra days can actually be more beneficial because let's say you worked a solid 12 days out of 15 days, or let's say 2 weeks straight, 14 days straight, right? You jump on an opportunity, you potentially can make more money, and then you might make enough money to where you can take that extra vacation throughout the year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just incredible of what you can find. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all seen my last 2 videos. That one where I think somebody did go through it, you can tell because there's a couple of things moved around and one thing was actually completely missing. And let's see the number at. There it is. So, it's like things are going to happen. But I think when you hop on those opportunities, you can make some killer money, man. Like I said, as long as you got the passion for it, it's not work at all. Don't get me wrong, I might have some long physical days to where it's like, man, I just want to go home and relax. But it's like, man, I get to do it with my wife. I get to do it for y'all. It gives me a purpose in life type thing, It's just, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to have that day off, but man, I can relax whenever the day I die. You know what I mean? So, okay, let me see here. Did I not do the draft? Okay, I didn't. All right, so yeah, so this one was the 649-538 3H digital. Yeah, okay, so we'll do it on that one. I just love learning new items, addicting, coolest business on earth. Oh, absolutely. And you know, the even the more crazier thing is too, World Champ, is that when you buy storage units, it's a tax write-off because you're doing it for your inventory, but also too, it's a tax write-off for me too, because I showcase it on YouTube. So make sure you keep those receipts and those invoices and all that good stuff, because every dollar counts. And then, like I said, keep up with your mileage, because our 2 trips we took to Charleston, South Carolina, between there and back, so that was a total of 2, 4, 6. That's 8 hours of driving. I think we wrote off over $250 worth of mileage. So keeping up with your stuff, man, it can really lower your tax bracket to where you can make as much money as you can and stay profitable. All right, all the pictures are in there. But you're all right though. Love learning new items like Neptune systems, like the one that we just listed together. Would have never known that was worth about $30 with the 100% sell-through rate. Boom. And something like this, I gotta get the measurements for it because I'm not too sure. Like 18 is gonna cut it kind of close. So I usually do 2 inches over 20. 5.5. That's how I'm gonna do it. 20. See if that bumps up that anymore. It doesn't. But yeah, I always like to get the buyer options too. If it's over a pound, I usually do ground advantage, and I always give them the option of UPS priority. If it's over 5 pounds, so 6 pounds and up, I'll throw in UPS as well. How did you originally get into reselling? It's kind of funny. I get this question asked a lot because they see that I have a true passion for it. And so it's funny that the way I got into reselling was completely by accident. Let me put this on the rack real quick. But yeah, it definitely makes you think. Whenever you get good at something, it makes you think like, wow, like why did he get into something? Or what is this? I'll go through that in a second. Yeah, see, they had a bunch of ring parts too. I started with flipping sports cars. Was watching a lot of Gary Vee. So like mine is actually a little bit random. So whenever I got out of the military in 2019, I was going to college while my wife was still in. She got out right at the end of 2019. I got out middle of 2019, and we were at our apartment, and we were so anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So I was going to school while she was still in. We got out, and then we moved down here to Georgia, where originally I'm from. January of 2022, or no, it was December of 2022. Crap. Sorry, it was December of 2019 because she got out December 15th. We were gone December 18th. Got here on December 19th because we got here early in the morning. So yeah, so January of 2020. We got a job down there at the port, which is in Savannah, which is where I used to work before we joined the military. Before I joined the military, and I had connections out there. We got a job within a month, pretty easy, reasonable. And I started doing that for about 3 or 4 months. Basically what my old job was, I used to work on the big trailers that the 40-foot or the 40-foot trailers that the semi trucks drivers used to drive or still drive, and I would do suspension work, welding, torching, brake chambers, slack adjusters, air, whatever. I would do it all. And there's a dude, there's a big black dude. We call him Big Baby. It's funny. He was like the preaching type. Always happy. And we were sitting down one day, and he always hung out with me during lunch. We always sat down, watched YouTube videos, whatever, because me and him were into like video games and stuff. And we he would go and get Chinese food for us. So one day I said, "Hey, I'll buy you lunch if you go, just go pick it up." He's like, "Okay, bet." So he went to go pick it up. We sat down. I put my phone on YouTube, and we were on autoplay. Anytime a video ends, it just jumps to the next video. And this is the time frame we were watching video games, Fortnite, maybe a little bit of Call of Duty. But we would sit there and we would watch it and eat our Chinese food. And I remember I was eating my fried rice and my chicken on a stick. And all of a sudden it did autoplay, and then it came up to a guy named Cincinnati Picker. I'm sure you've heard of him. And so I didn't feel like changing it. I'm eating my food, whatever. I'm relaxed because we only got 30 minutes for lunch. We didn't get no hour. We only got 30 minutes because we were a fast-paced business. And so anyways, we were watching the Cincinnati Picker, and he bought a baseball bat for $5, and he flipped it for like 180 or something like that. So keep in mind, I was running the math in my head. I'm like, well, I'll make $18 an hour, $530 a week, which is $106 a day for an 8-hour shift. I'm sitting there like, this dude just made more money than me off of one item that he sold compared to me working a full 8 hours. So then I was beginning to think, I was like, if I worked 8 hours a day doing reselling, how much money could I really make? And, in every 90 days, we're roughly making about $50,000 every 90 days. And it's like, it's just unbelievable to think about that whenever I'm sitting there watching the video. And then I casually started getting into it. Now, I got extremely lucky with it. So after I saw that, I immediately looked on Facebook Marketplace trying to find stuff. And I got really lucky. I was the first person within 2 minutes of this person posting it on Facebook Marketplace. It was a huge Funko Pop collection. I think there's like 700 of them. And his wife was one of those people where I was like, hey, I want it out of my house. It's just too much. And her husband was like the nerdy type, which I mean, I'm a nerd. I love collectibles and stuff. And he had like over 700. Then he had like other things like Star Wars, like mugs that were like limited edition, a bunch of stuff. And he wanted it's like $500 or $600 for everything. And keep in mind, that's a lot for me at that point in time. And I was like $500-600 for over 700. So I mean, that's less than $1 a piece. I mean, that makes sense to me. And there's some Funko Pops that are worth 50, 60. This is the time frame where I didn't know what things were worth. I would have offered him more, but I didn't know. And his wife was like, yes, he'll take it. 600. That's what we were asking. That's perfectly fine. So I was like, okay. Well, I filled the bed in my truck, my whole back seat and my front seat and my center console. I went to work that day because I worked night shift. And I brought it all to work. I said, babe, come look at all this stuff. So she comes to look and say, what are you doing with all this stuff? I'm going to resell it. And she was like, okay, kind of sort of supportive, but kind of, sketchy at first. She's like, okay, do what you got to do. Started getting into that. And I kid you not, I got all of that listed in under a month. And then a month later, I went to Goodwill before I went to my night shift job. And there was a Funko Pop business that just went out of business, and they donated everything to Goodwill. I kid you guys not. I had the buggy in the Goodwill, and the way our Goodwill is, you got the counter over here, clothes over here. Then when you go straight back, you turn to your left. There's the hard goods stuff. Well, as soon as I went back to the left side, the little gondola shelves, the person in the back just literally brought up a whole bunch of them and put them on top. I'm sitting there looking at them, all priced at like $3.99 to like $7.99. And I saw them all, and I'm like, okay, just found a Facebook Marketplace on deal on them. So let me just put all those in my buggy. Well, the manager saw me through the little bubble window that they have in the back, and he comes tapping me on the shoulder. He's like, excuse me, sir. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I said, oh, no, you do. What's up? He's like, do you like this type of stuff? And I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, I'll make you a deal because we have a ton of them. So if y'all ever went to the Goodwill bins, those big blue bins, he said he had like 7 or 8 of them that are just totally filled with them. And he's like, I tell you what, you buy them all at $3.99 a piece. I'll sell them to you all right now. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So it came out to exactly like 503. He's like, we'll do even 500. That sounds good. I said, yes, sir. That's perfect. So $500, and I think there was another 400 or so. So I paid about $1 plus for each one. Or wait, no, I don't remember how much I paid for them. I thought it was I made $2.99. So no, it wasn't that much. It's whatever $500 equals. Because he said $3.99 a piece, so that would be. Okay, maybe there's a little over 100. Or was it 1,500 is what I spent? Gosh, I don't remember. It's been a while. Maybe it was 1,500 I spent. So, anyways, long story short, I got them all for a price. Maybe it was 1,500. I don't remember because it was so long ago. And but I got back-to-back months where I found those type of collections, and then after that, I just started watching more and more videos, started broadening my horizon, and then 2021 was my first storage unit I ever bought, or maybe it was the end of 2020 where I bought a storage unit for right at $1,000, and it was originally it was a pawn shop owner like backup inventory, and we found HK knives, we found a nice knife collection, laser level tools that were worth like $400 or $500. I mean, just after that, I was just completely addicted, world champ. So that. I mean, I love this job. I love every second of it. I mean, I will say I probably work more now than I ever done before in my past. But, man, it is absolutely incredible. And not just the amount of money you make, but the fact that you can have pure enjoyment and satisfaction of, like, finding this stuff. It's like a real-life scavenger hunt. You know, it's like you're a modern-day treasure hunter. It's like a scavenger hunt. I mean, in doing storage units, too, you know, all it takes is one item to completely change your life. You know, like a Mickey Mantle rookie card, or, you know, a very rare comic book that's worth, you know, $100,000. I guarantee you that stuff is out there. It's just, you know, how often do you find it? Like, for example, in the past 4 years, obviously we found a handful of guns, but then just recently in May, we found 37 guns with like 5,000 rounds of ammunition, the bow and arrows, the crossbows. The reason why I bring this unit up is because that stuff's out there, but in 4 years, we've only found one find like this. And I kid you not, if I had to put a guess on it, that unit is probably a top 5, top 10 storage unit video of all time on YouTube, in my opinion. I don't think it's number 1. I don't think it's, you know, number 2, number 3. I mean, it's got to be up there though. It's got anywhere between top 5 or top 10 of a storage unit, because you just don't find stuff like that every day. Why us? No idea. Storage Raiders, what's going on? Do you still shop Facebook Marketplace for money makers? I do occasionally if I don't have a lot going on. We usually have a decent amount of storage units available around my area. I kind of got out of the garage sale and estate sale stuff. I still will go if things are slow. But as of right now, my main focus is storage units, because you'll be surprised how many times I spent $450 at garage sales to make $1,500, maybe $2,000, sometimes even more. But you'll also be very surprised how many times I spent $450 on a storage unit and I made out with $20,000 worth of stuff. Like, the ROI for storage units, it's just absolutely incredible. I was just showing World Champ, we just found this thing called Neptune Systems. It's some kind of pump for an aquarium or something. And I was like, yeah, see, the reason why I put this off to the side, because it looked interesting. It has a model number and it has a name. So I was like, okay, put it off to the side. It's better than throwing it away or donating it or whatever. And we literally just looked it up, over 100% sell-through rate, and it's going for $30 plus shipping. So I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to list that. Just like this ring system here. I'm going to try to find the power cord, because there's a whole bag of ring stuff here. And that's why I always tell people, man, like, make sure that you're spending your money wisely. Put your money off to the side. Put a lot of money off to the side for your taxes. That way, at the end of the year, when you have overkill amount of money into your tax account, transfer that right back into your business account. Maybe take half of that, spend it on yourself, and take the other half and reinvest it right back there in your business. And don't spend more money than your means, because that's where a couple of people, like, they think that this job is all about buying. Yes, buy when it's good. Absolutely buy when it's good. But you got to do it strategically to where you're spending your money wisely, and like, you're not spending let's say $5,000 on a storage unit when you can go. Now, I'm not saying don't do that, because obviously gambling does pay off. We've seen it numerous times on my channel, other people's channel. But like by the time you spend $5,000 on one storage unit, you could spend that on 1,000 storage units. You could spend it on 10 $500 storage units and get more, get more stuff. So, storage units is, in my opinion, is the way to go, except for the fact that it is a lot more work, and a lot of people don't want to put in that work. And a lot of people also in this business bid recklessly. They don't really know what to bid. Like some people will bid $5,000 on a storage unit because they see one collectible. Might be a good hunch, but also too, I've seen it many times where a couple local friends of mine, they'd be like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have bid that much," or this. I'm gonna probably lose like $500. I'm probably gonna lose $1,000. I'm probably gonna make $200. But it's like by the time you spend $5,000 to make $200, it's not worth it, man. I mean, that's just you just gotta. Gamble for sure from time to time. Get that gut feeling, and if your gut feeling is telling you that there's something in there, do it. But if your gut is telling you something's good and it turns out bad 4 out of 5 times, don't trust your gut. Just trust what you see. Yep, the opportunity is definitely out there, man. My personal best score ever was a $8,000 video game collection. I paid $200 for one of the coolest days of my life. Holy crap, that is crazy. That is crazy. Tons of Super Nintendo and GameCube. That is wild. That is wild. I think I don't really know what I don't even know what to say. Like what my best storage unit ever was. I would say as far as the coolest stuff ever, probably that gun storage unit. Money wise, it was probably the train unit where me and a friend of mine went 50-50 and we paid $9,000 for a unit. That was probably like money wise how much money I've made in a storage unit. What does a 10 by 20 cost to rent in my area? A 10 by 20 usually runs about close to 300, so probably like 289 or so in my area. These are my favorite videos right now. Help to see the process and find ways to streamline my process. I'm new to it all, but addicted already. My husband and I want to do the FT someday. What is FT? Sorry, my husband and I want to do the FT someday. FT. You pay $160 in California? Dang, yeah. 10 by 20 in my area is close to 300. Because we have a 12 by 40 unit that we have right now where we do our local auction stuff, and we pay $633 a month for that one. Full time, gotcha. Sorry. No, that's awesome. Like I say, doing garage sales and estate sales, you can definitely be profitable. So me and my buddy Keith, me and him are really, really good friends. Whenever I first started doing eBay, he's been doing eBay for probably 10 plus years before I met him. Met him at a garage sale, talked to him a little bit and kind of explained what I was doing and all that. And me and him had a conversation where he's like, yeah, man, I remember, that day. And I didn't think anything of it because plenty of people say they're going to do eBay full time, but then he's been kind of keeping up with me throughout the years. And he's like, man, you really stuck to your word, and you got a workaholic mindset and this, that, and the other. And you seem like you do enjoy it. And then casual conversations turned into friendship. And then we had deep talks, so we're really, really good friends now. And, so he's been doing it full time for a while, but me and him were talking the other day, probably a couple months ago, that's what I should say. And we were sitting there talking about, I was like, man, can you become like, let's say, like if you had like a over the top goal, right? I want to be a millionaire one day. I want to have $1 million in my bank account. 20 years from now, 30 years, can it be possible doing garage sales and estate sales? And I'm sitting there looking at the numbers. I'm like, well, 6 figures, absolutely. 6 figures, absolutely. Could you do it? He said if you put in a lot of work, hitting all the sales as you can, he said it's probably possible. It's probably possible. I don't think it's possible. That's just my mindset on it. I just think it's too much work between taking the taxes out, eBay fees. I mean, everything. I think it'd be really, really, really hard. Now, moving forward, like, well, could you become a millionaire doing storages? Absolutely. The ROI is just way different than garage sales and estate sales. Now, I'm not telling you guys to get into storage units. I've heard people in California, like Storage Auction Pirate. I think he said the other day that the storage auction business is at the worst point of time right now, and I would assume that means in his local area. In my area, it's not terrible. I mean, there's some things that go up for a little bit of money, but if you know what you're doing and you have outlets to sell this stuff, that's why I'm glad I got into my local auction stuff and I got a platform to sell it on, because that really helps with like the bigger stuff, and that helps supplement more income. And then we spread it out through Whatnot, local auction, and eBay. So in my personal opinion, you can make a lot more money on storages. However, you can also get burned really quick, because if you have a gambling addiction, it can really backfire on you. Like I know a couple people who have a little bit of a gambling addiction, but they've also found some crazy stuff before. So it's like in their head, I guess they think maybe that they're going to find crazy stuff every unit. It's not going to happen. But it's their money. They can do whatever they want with it. But I always say that if you score big, get some of that income first and then start spending more money on other units and all that. But you just got to know what you're doing. What do you do as far as insurance for your units? So we have our local home insurance. So your home insurance spreads out to your storage units. So that's the way we do it. That's how we pay for our insurance. Yo, Shopping for Profit, what's good, homie? Hopefully you're gonna be in the Whatnot show tonight. We have a ton of great stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, if y'all don't know what we have in the Whatnot show, man, we have Funko Pops, we have strategy guys, we have video games, like good solid video game stuff. We have consoles, we have knives, we have a couple of watches. We have some really, really good stuff tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern time. The Whatnot link's in the description, you guys, if you guys are interested in that. All right, let me get back to some of this stuff real quick. But yeah, we have a ton of good stuff, you guys. So this actually goes with that. We just got to clean it up a little bit. I got to find the power cord. What's up, Max? Max, come here. Max, what's this? Max, come here, my boy. Come here, buddy. Max, you better come see Daddy. Come here. You go see your daddy. Yeah, my buddy. Come on. Oh, my buddy. Hello. Hello, my buddy. I was trying to check it all out. Yes, sir. You say hi to everybody? You say hi? Yeah, my buddy. He came up here to see his daddy. You want to say hi? Let me bring you to the big screen. There you go, buddy. Look at that. What are you doing? Were you sleeping? You say hi to everybody? You good? You look good. Handsome boy. And my buddy. And he loves his daddy. He's got a vet appointment tomorrow. Ain't that right, buddy? We got to get you all checked up. Make sure your shots are up to date. My buddy. Yeah, that's what we do all day, though. When I'm up here listening, he'll come upstairs, and he'll go behind me, and he'll hunker down, and he'll do his paws on the ground, and he'll start going, and he'll start barking at me, and then I'll get on the ground and mess with him, and then we start playing, and then we fall asleep together on the floor, don't we? He curls up right in my arms, and I sleep on my belly, and then we go to sleep for like, 20 minutes, and then you'll wake me up because you want to get up, and then I go back to work. And then you do the same thing. Every couple hours, he'll come up here. So cute. Yeah, he's my buddy. He's a little deer. He got some long legs for how small he is. No, buddy. And then whenever he was a baby, he kind of still does it now, but whenever he was a baby, I used to hold him like this. But he trusts me. He's the right buddy. But he loves me messing with him. Like, he don't care. You say hi, buddy? You say hi? Yeah, good boy. All right. Daddy's got to get back to work, okay? Hey, my buddy, I got to pay for that dog food you like, huh? Yeah. Got to pay for that dog food you like. All right. All right, let's get back to it. All right. A bag of ring equipment here. Looking for a charger. Let's see, is this it? Oh, I think this might be it. I think so. There's a full system. So cute. Yeah, he's a little cutie. I have really shifted the focus of my reselling business down to jewelry. I have really started focusing on finding gold. I went from just general inventory on eBay to trying to build up on whatnot. Yeah, absolutely. I think like I say, everybody's business model is different. I mean, you can look around the world and look at everybody's business model. You look at Walmart. I think they get a bunch of retailers into their store. I think they take 1%. I think they take 1% profit or something like that, like the minimal, and they make I mean they're what, $1 billion company. Yeah, that's the power cord for it. Okay, cool. So we'll sell all those together for $55 plus shipping. Gold hit all-time high Friday. Great time to be finding it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we haven't found any gold yet in these recent units. But doesn't mean we're not going to. We're still messing with that one down in Savannah with the Narcan. At this point in time, we have not gone back since we aired that video last night. It's been over a week since we won that unit. There you go. I had to get the zip tie off. Yeah, so it's like gold and silver, man. Great thing to find. And that's the thing too, man. Like, you'll be surprised how many times that you win a storage unit and you find one piece of like 14 karat gold that's heavy and it pays for the whole entire unit. And then you just look at everything else. You're just like, winning storage units should low key be illegal for how much money you can find. So, I would say you find gold and silver. I would probably say a decent amount of times. I'm not saying all the time, but it's not bad. I have a gold guy. I offload all my gold and large sterling pieces too. Then the custom stuff, a few small pieces on whatnot. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, the guy who I go through, he gives me 90%. He gives me 90%. That's how I got into gold, finding it in storage units. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Storage units is where you'll find the majority of it at. Sometimes estate sales. I think I found a couple pieces at an estate sale before. I even think we found a 18 karat pocket watch at one point. I think that thing sold for, I don't know, a few hundred. Your guy does 93%. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm all out of Clorox wax. I gotta get my other ones from downstairs. But yeah, storage units is honestly the way to go. Now, I've heard some people say that they don't even know what to look for, but it's like, man, it's so simple too. Like, whenever you guys win storage units, for people who've been in here, been doing storage units for a while, y'all probably know this. If it looks interesting, you've never seen it before, it has a model number on it. Even if it's made in China, hold on to it, put it in a tote until you're able to go through it, put all that good solid stuff that you know is going to sell good online or whatever, put that stuff off to the side in a different tote. That's your number one priority. Get all that stuff listed, clean, processed, and then you start to mess with this other stuff. Like what I'm doing now is I'm just cleaning, processing the stuff that's going on eBay, but we have a ton of good stuff going into the Whatnot show tonight. And I thought about putting all that stuff on eBay, like the consoles and stuff. But I'm like, man, you know what? You can't get top dollar for everything. I mean, especially if you're trying to buy more, and with us doing our local auctions now, our goal is to buy as much as we can every month, in our means, of course, but also too, we need inventory to keep our local auctions going, and we don't necessarily want to do consignment. I don't want to do consignment. I'd rather just stick it to what we are, because we just don't want to complicate business. We like to keep things a little simple. But I love doing Whatnot though. Whatnot has been kind of helping a little bit, and then of course we get paid a little bit through YouTube, not much, but but it's not really about getting paid on YouTube. I just enjoy showing y'all what we find, because the amount of time and effort we put into YouTube for the money we get every month, it's not worth it. So y'all can tell we enjoy it. I found it easier to find gold around here. I advertise at 70 to 80% and then sell at 93%. 93% of pawn shops around here only pay average 25. That's crazy. So taking their business is not hard. Oh yeah, that might be a good business model for you too. Helen Jane Black, y'all have done so well, and I have such respect for your business plan and work ethic. I just wish that this was around when my husband was still with us. He would have loved it. I'm living our dreams through you, or I'm living our dreams through. Yeah, Helen. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. And I mean, I do appreciate the kind words and and uh, and all of that. And I hope everything in life is going well for you. And but yeah, absolutely. We do enjoy this. We don't look at YouTube as income like some other YouTubers do and everything. Like, yeah, it does help a little bit, but again, we don't get paid much to it. But we do enjoy doing it, and I kid you not, I've said it numerous times that I enjoy pretty much everything about this job, exception of the physical labor doing storage units. Okay, because it's so hot outside. I probably say that's the only thing I don't enjoy about it. But I do believe in working hard. However long I'm on this earth for, I told my wife that, let's say if I just happen to die tomorrow, knocking on wood, at least she'll be well off, for a few years, from the amount of stuff that we have in the house and collectibles and stuff, and she could sell it off or keep the eBay thing going. But I told her, I was like, because she was sitting there talking about, she's like, well, how would I sell off all my inventory? And I was like, well, you have a YouTube platform here. Just go out on a live stream and just ask anybody if they want to come buy it all for a reasonable price. I'm sure there'll be people out there who would. But going back to the original thing, I enjoy everything about it. I love the cleaning process. I love making things look nice and neat. For the most part, I love this new avenue that we're doing with the whole local auctions. It's something different. I just think it's just really awesome to have something new and exciting, and it gives me the avenue of a little extra income, and then we get rid of big stuff all at one time or within 4 days of the unit ending. But I just enjoy it all. What do you do with phones and tablets and laptops if they're locked? Storage Raider. So what I actually do, unless it's something worth like $500 or more, I'll probably go to the extent of trying to figure out how to get them unlocked. But 9 times out of 10, I just put them on Whatnot and says, hey, they're untested, because I don't technically test them. I'm like, because we just sold a Samsung tablet for like $13 or $9 or $10, $11, something like that, and I just let it go. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on your model, Storage Raiders. So like, if you want a storage unit, and let's say that you added up all the stuff that you're putting on eBay, right? Let's say you paid $1,000 for a unit, you got $5,000 that you're going to be listing on eBay. Then you got to ask yourself, well, can I let this iPad go, or this laptop go on Whatnot, and sell it off for $1, and never, you might get $20, $100. I mean, who knows, right? And just say, hey, look, it's untested, no power cord. And then from there, you could put your time and energy into something else. Whenever I was doing this, my first couple years, I was putting in so much time and effort into kind of doing stuff like that, like trying to make, how do I get this laptop going? Like, for example, like this gold thing, like I know it goes to a guitar. I'm looking it up like $40-$50, but I can't find this exact one. So instead of being stuck on this for the next 20-30 minutes, I put it off to the side. You see what I'm saying? Focus on some other stuff. Now I could probably put this off to the side and clean it later, but I'm talking to you guys, so it's a little different. But if I was not talking to you guys, then I would just move on from this. But I got all the parts for it, so we're good. I'm just cleaning stuff up, and that actually looks pretty darn good to me. Now I just gotta list it. But yeah, it depends on if it's worth your time. If you're already 5 times, 10 times your money, you might as well just try to let it go. Now, but again, if it's worth 500 plus, okay, you might need to put a little time and effort into it. But I would put it off to the side, get your other stuff done first, and then go back to it. Or you can just do what I just said. Just let it go. Just say, hey, look, untested, it's worth 500 plus on eBay. We're gonna start it off at $1, whatever. Just kind of let it go. Helen Jane Black, it is Brandon. I'm Sissy Long. Oh, Sissy Long, yes, hello from Whatnot. Chuck was 88 when he passed, and he was a go-go gadget like you. Awesome. I always thought, I was wondering who you were, because you're talking so positive, and I'm like, that sounds like Sissy Long right there. I'm just kidding. I didn't say it in my head, but yeah, Sissy Long, yes, absolutely. I always appreciate you coming over there to the Whatnot streams, and yeah, the go gadget thing. With the way my brain is, man, it's like ever since the military just, I don't know, they just reprogrammed my brain, but it's like in the military, we were always taught like, if you're not moving, you're not doing something productive. So it's like, even if we got our job done for the day, we got to be sweeping, we got to be mopping, we got to be, I don't know, we got to be doing something. Or if it's like also too, where like groceries, for example, like we were always taught that if we're moving stuff, if you have two hands and your other hand is empty, you better put something in that hand. So I don't know. I think it kind of stuck with me. I hate it, but I also love it at the same time, because I have a great work ethic, but I hate it because I have like really bad anxiety and stuff. So I think the reasoning why I work so much is because I don't focus on my anxiety. It's like the other day I laid down, trying to relax for once in my life, and I started having heart palpitations, and kind of made my blood pressure drop a little bit. I got a little scared, and it was my anxiety. So, but the second I got up and started moving around and working and stuff, I went back to normal. So I talked to my doctors about it, and they said that it's definitely anxiety. So, but we're figuring that out. I have a medical appointment on Thursday. They're trying to do there's a thing called recreational therapy that they're trying to get me to do. And we are going to be doing that because I told them, so like my anxiety is kind of bad in a sense of like, just anything I do in general, if I'm not working hard, I just get bad anxiety for some reason. And I'm also developing a little bit of like depression. And I told them that whenever I work, I feel like I'm happy. They think that me working so much and me working and enjoying it is actually, it's like, imagine like you painting a house, right? So here's the normal wall, you put that paint. Essentially, I'm covering up my anxiety with work. Now, they said that could be a good thing, but also be a bad thing. But I also told them too, there's nothing other than me working that gets me excited. I used to like enjoy like collecting video games and stuff, and had like somewhat of a passion for it. I used to enjoy playing video games. I used to have a passion for that. But now I'm just kind of like, well, I don't really enjoy it as much as I used to. I don't really get happy, excited with a lot of things. I told them one thing that I do enjoy doing is going to like Universal Studios with my wife. I told them I get that butterflies in my stomach, that adrenaline rush, that happiness. And but I told them I don't have anything outside of that. And so they're bringing me into recreational therapy, to where I guess they're going to try numerous things on me, like coloring and reading and sports or whatever, to see if something can trigger something in my head that makes me a little excited. So, but I'm also the kind of person where it's like, I'm a simple person. If I enjoy something, I don't want to do too much outside of that. But they said that's a problem. But like I said, I'm going through the VA, getting all that stuff figured out. Keeps you busy and out of trouble. Yes, exactly. Gets me out of trouble. I save my money. I don't really drive anywhere unless we're doing storage units. Matter of fact, the fun fact, you guys, I've had my truck since 2018, and I am at the end of this year, once I pay for my taxes, so I'll probably pay my taxes in February or March. Because, yeah, we don't get our 1099 until the end of January. So February, March, I'm going to try to shoot for February. Once my taxes are done, I'm paying off the rest of my truck, paying out the rest of my credit card, because we used our credit card to get into this house 4 years ago. So I'm going to be paying that off, and then my truck off. And that means I'm going to be saving over $1,200 right there off of those two bills. And we are going to start saving up for our barnuminium, our big warehouse, bunch of stuff. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Second gen keypad. Hold on. Let me double check that. Make sure I got the right stuff here. Yeah, same one. Okay. Cool. That is wonderful. What an inspiration. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yo, Christopher, what's going on? What's up? Yeah. Sorry, just double verifying stuff. There we go. All right, we're good now. How you doing today, Christopher? I'm doing pretty good. Let's see where we're gonna put this. Let's put this in the life rack. But yeah, no, but life is good though overall. I mean, like I said, just dealing with some things. Um, uh, 54.99. £3, 1086. That should be a good box. But yeah, but anyways, but this upcoming week, I'm gonna try to win. I don't know, 2 or 3 more storage units. Call me crazy. But yeah, Sissy Long. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but we have our local auctions now, and so like just strictly local, you know. But this is our second auction ever, and I think we're already over $700 worth of stuff that people have been bidding on, and I'm sure some of this stuff y'all have seen in my videos, like the gun unit. We finally got this thing out there for auction. Pretty cool piece. But yeah, all this stuff is for local pickup and everything, and like this from a recent unit that you guys haven't seen yet, but y'all seen that. That's from the Sterling unit. The tandem bicycle, that was from the Sterling unit. I'm not seeing you live on the app, just on here. Really, Anna? Huh. Let me see. Let me go to YouTube real quick. Let me see. Yeah, it shows me live on there. It shows me live on the app. I'm not too sure. I know some people don't get notifications too, Anna. I'm not exactly sure why you're not seeing me live on the app. I know people, like I said, people have issues with it. Sometimes I have issues with YouTube too on the app. But yeah, Sissy Long though. But yeah, we got all types of goodies. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. It's not bad. And we had a lot more better stuff in this auction than our first one. And like, look at this. Like, me and my wife were like, do we donate this or do we just put it up there for auction? Because we couldn't find anything on it. It is signed, and then it had this cool bamboo, frame, and we got a $5 bid. So it's like it's a really good outlet for us to put some of this bigger stuff in, to where it's like, if I was to put that on eBay, it'd probably take me 5-10 years to sell. Obviously I'm over exaggerating that, but it's like I can't sell this king size bed frame on eBay. I mean, I could probably do Facebook Marketplace, but it's like, like, why not? Like, this thing right here is worth $100. I could have probably put this on eBay, but I gotta build up the auction stuff. And this thing was brand new, and this thing goes for $100 on eBay. But yeah, like that Margaritaville hitch grill, I could have put that on eBay. Do I still have the Colt 32? I believe so. But yeah, like this right here too. Like we're selling this as is, not working, and I put in here, will do great in someone's man cave, and somebody bid on it for $5 instead of throwing that thing away. We got a $5 bid, and there's a bunch of stuff that doesn't have bids on it, but anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show that to you. But it's definitely cool. Where's your locality area for pickup of things? So I'm near the Savannah area, but the local pickup for our stuff on the website, I'll link you guys in the chat. But basically, pickup is in Pooler, Georgia. That's the link to the thing, to the auction. Yeah, all the rules and all that are all in here. And so yeah, there's even Allen bookshelves. I mean, there's a lot of really, really good stuff here. Just mixture of things. There's this nice truck toolbox, miscellaneous tools, and so yeah. But anyways, but it's only if y'all are interested in it. Y'all can definitely go there. Let me get a little bag for this. Yeah, we already got stuff ready for the next auction. If I get some free time between today or tomorrow, which I probably won't have time today, but tomorrow I might go outside and get some of that stuff listed for our next auction. It's too far unless I go on vacation. You're in the metropolis. Oh yeah, yeah. You're a little ways away from where I'm at. One thing I've always told people too over here on YouTube, that if y'all can bid on the stuff on the auctions, if you're too far away, but if like for example, let's say you go to that auction, y'all see like that cast iron tea kettle, right? And let's say that y'all wanted to buy that. There's a number on that on the auction site. There's a number that's my work number. Y'all can call it and just be like, hey, listen, if I win this, can you ship this item out? And then I'll basically look at it and look at it and be like, okay, I can ship it out if it's small. I'm not shipping out anything big, but if it's small, I will I will ship it out for y'all. It just y'all got to pay the shipping. You know, I won't profit anything out of the shipping as long as y'all pay for it. You know, I can definitely do that for y'all. You know, but if not, all good. And look at this. See, this is how I package this stuff. Nice and neat, ready to go in a box. Look at that. All right, go ahead and put this on the shelf. Good to go. I guess I can mess around with some more of this ring stuff. Easy to ship. Yeah, but see, you got like ring doorbell, whatever these things are, motion sensors. That's the cover for that. All right, let's see how I can fix this thing. There we go. You just gotta mess with this stuff. Let's see. There we go. Getting stuck on something. All right, we'll worry about that in a sec. All right, now it's just all about looking stuff up now. Let's see. Let's do Ring Z-Wave S2. I think it's a motion sensor, right? Maybe not. I'm going to do S2. All right. So, but yeah, but all this stuff was found in a bag. So it's like, definitely interesting. dropped the battery. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Gotcha. All right. So now we just got to piece stuff together, figure out what goes to what. This looks like it goes here, doesn't it? It does. So that slides in. More batteries. The reason why I take out the batteries is because I want people to replace it with their own batteries. Gotta figure out how this thing goes on. Yeah, it goes on there like that. I see that. I don't know. I'll figure that out in a second. That's magnetic. That's magnetic. That comes off. There's the third one. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So it almost looks like you're all thumbs today. Something like that. Something like that. So we got 3 of these motion sensors. And it looks like, let's see. I think it's going to be these right here. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of listings today. And I wanted to see. So even if I sold it for $10 a piece, 15, 12. Okay, so 9 sold, 23 listed. So not a great sell-through rate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna sell them for. Yeah, let's just sell them for 10 a piece. So basically, I'll lot up these 3 together. We'll do a $30 price tag on that one. All the back covers are on it. Yes. Somebody should jump on these for sure. Yeah, those are good. Okay, so let's do. Do that right there. And what I like to do is whenever I'm looking up a bunch of stuff at once, I just like go ahead and put in the price tag. That way I already know. Save for later. So that'll go for that one. What about these? What are these? And see, they got batteries in them. I just sent you my contact info. So far, you have won me $100 on my watch. This video, and you don't say. You say it more than 3 times. You wait. What? I just sent you my contact info. So far, you have won me $100 on my watch this video. If you don't say, I'll pay you $50. If you say it more than 3 times, you own me $50. I don't know what you're saying, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand it. I have several surveillance cameras, but I can't get them to hook up to my phone. I have Samsung phone. I got them from Temu. That might be the problem. Temu, not a great website for surveillance cameras. I would say the best surveillance cameras I've had is the Blink ones. I like the Blink ones. They're simple to hook up. They screw into pretty much any part of your house. You can have them indoors, outdoors. They're waterproof, all that good stuff. But sometimes the, if you don't have a good sometimes if you don't have a good surveillance camera or Wi-Fi, that can cause you issues too. Brandon, want me to put you down for my reseller event next year? Where's it going to be at, Christopher? Let me know. Sissy Long, hey fella, I'll see you around. Thanks so much. Yes, Sissy Long, if you come to the Whatnot auction tonight, we got a lot of great stuff, like some really good stuff. You might be interested in it. But hopefully I get to see you there tonight at 5 p.m. and I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this last ring stuff listed, and then I think I might call it a day there, and then start listing some more before the Whatnot auction and all that good stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you, Sissy Long. Vermont. How far away is Vermont from where I live? Let's see. Vermont directions. Let's see. Let's do from Abercorn. See how far away this is. 17 hours. Oh my goodness. 17 and a half hours. 19 hours. 18 hours. That is a long drive. You won me $100 from my friends. I've shared your YouTube video. No, my friends can watch it without saying, gotcha. Christopher, I mean, you could put me down. You can put me down for it. When it gets closer to that time, got to see what's going on for sure. But yeah, you can put me down for it. I just have to see what all is going on at that point in time. When it gets closer, I'll let you know what airport and hotel and bowling place. Okay, yeah, absolutely. I wish it was payday. I don't get mine till the 3rd. Do I have to pay as soon as the auction is over? So Anna, the way it works is, yeah, as soon as you win it, you have to pay for it. It's not my platform; it's a friend of mine's platform. But yeah, so like, let's say you put in a $20 bid on something, and let's say that, you win it, you have to pay for it right then and there. At least from my understanding, because you have to put in a credit card and all that stuff, and I think you have to get approved to buy on their platform, because it stops from like bot bidders, I guess. So you have to put in like your credit card information, your address, all that stuff. But yeah, but before you bid on anything, just, like I said, just call me on that number to at least verify. Be like, hey, look, if I win this, can you ship that out for me if I do win it? And I would say yes. But as soon as you win that item, you got to call me and remind me, just because I don't know what your username is and all that other stuff. So you might win it, and I won't know to ship it out until you call me. So, but yeah, I think you would have to bid on it or to win it, and then pay for it as soon as you win it. All right, ring model number 5C2 856. Okay, I'm late to the party. Where's the website for the auction? Just me. Are you in the Georgia area? Because it's only for local pickup. C28S6. Got your wifey down? Awesome. Oh, it's an alarm glass? Oh, that's pretty dope. None listed. The heck? So none listed, one sold. We got 2 of these. Texas boy. Yeah, so I can basically, yeah, because it'd only be for local pickup, unless it's like something small. So the way I explain it is, if you want to win something from my local auction, and let's say that it's something small like this right here, right? You have to call me and ask me first before you even bid on it. Be like, hey, if I win this, can you can you ship this out? I'd be like, yes, I can. Because the way it's going to work is you put your credit card information in on the account, you pay for it, and then you'll call me and be like, hey, look, I ended up winning that item. And I'll basically ask you, all right, what's your name, so I can verify by the invoice. And then you tell me that and be like, all right, cool. And then I'll basically buy the label. I'll tell you how much it is. I'll wait for you to pay me through like Venmo or PayPal or something like that. So like if the shipping costs me $8, you'll just pay me the $8. I'll print the label out. That way I don't profit anything off the shipping, and then you'll get your item. But if it's something big, there ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm shipping out anything crazy big. But if you're willing to drive too, to bid, I mean, literally bid on anything, that's fine too. The website is called buyorbidonit.com. The ones that say Jarman Auction Company, that's my friend's auctions. You have to go to the actual one that says Georgia Picker Auction, which is this one. It ends next Friday. I'll put the link in the live chat. But there's 125 items in this auction, and like I say, you just have to let me know. Like, for example, if you wanted this thing to be shipped, I'm gonna tell you no. There ain't no way I'm shipping that thing out. Ain't no way. If you wanted me to ship out like this heavy behind winch, ain't gonna happen. Now, if you wanted me to ship out, let's say, this little bookend right here, I could do that. I can work with that. It's not big, but it's not small. It's 11 inches tall, so it's, you know, it's not really small, but you know, like the Nutcracker, I could probably work with. You know, the Dick Tracy roll-up sign, I can ship that out. Teapot, Jim Shore, that type of stuff. But if you want me to send out anything like crazy big, they ain't no way. There ain't no way. Yeah, like the rattan, no, I can't, or the dolly. But there's some solid stuff in here, man. There's some good stuff here. It's just stuff that we found in storage, and it's like, you know, I mean, I could obviously put that on Facebook Marketplace, but I'd rather put it in a competitive market with the local auction stuff. All right, so let's see here. So we got two of these things. Make sure they're the right model number. Yeah, so they're the same. So what? $25 a piece. Just sell them singly. I think that might be good. All right, so we'll sell those for $25 a piece at $24.99. Quantity 2. And we'll get those pictures in a sec. All right, and then maybe that's why. Okay, I'll pay for shipping. Okay, Orbit is where I put my phone number, my contact info at. It's okay to call the number on there without bugging. Yeah, so essentially you can call me. I got the work phone here. And yeah, you would just basically call that number, and I would usually answer it as like Georgia Picker Auctions, Brandon speaking, or something like that. Or I'll say Georgia Picker Auctions, this is Brandon, how may I help you? Something like that. And then just be like, hey, I'm so-and-so from your YouTube channel. I'm looking at 3 things, you know, this, and that. And I was just wondering, would you be able to ship those out? And then I would tell you, I'll be able to ship out 2 out of 3. That way, you know, for sure. Or if you wanted to, you know, pick up at a certain time or whatever, you just call that number. So we're actually located at a storage facility that has a enclosed gate. So let's just say that if you did drive here for whatever reasoning, to pick up your items, you just have to call that number as soon as you pull up to the gate, and I would basically tell you, yep, be there in a sec. We'll open it up for you, and then you'll just follow me back, and we'll open up the storage unit for you, and we'll get your invoice processed and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, Brandon, that's great. Thank you, sir. No problem. Yeah, like I said, I'm always for, like, you know, accommodating where I can, but sometimes, you know, if you want me to ship out a 500-pound item, ain't no way, ain't no freaking way, unless you scheduled. I'll put it this way: unless you scheduled the shipping process for somebody to come pick it up and all that, and you pay for the shipping, I don't have a problem with that. You just have to give me the information and all that, and a time and everything, because the way we're doing our local auctions, we're trying to have everybody pick up their stuff within 4 days. And now we do understand there's going to be some people who aren't going to necessarily pick them up. So we might give them like a 3-day leeway to like where it's a full week. So we do 4-day pickup, stuff like that. I'm not sure how I spelled that, okay, but I'll use the I'm old excuse. I got you. I got you. No worries. I don't know what's going on with this thing. This thing does not want to. But yeah, just if anything, just give me a call and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because like I said, you don't know when I'm winning a storage unit. We got one storage unit video coming out probably tomorrow is what I'm going to shoot for, and then you have another storage unit video. Probably a couple of those, maybe even 3 or 4. Crap, I don't even know because that one was a lot. And then we still hadn't even messed with this one down in Savannah that we're already planning on winning 2 or 3 this week. So we've been moving, man. We've been moving. Where? Okay, I don't know what's going on with these backs. Let me look it up though. 5AT3 3S2. Guess that goes on there like that. See, 1 listed, 3 sold. That's good. That's good. So that's all the ring stuff. If you ever win one in Texas, I have volunteers for you. Sounds good to me. I think out there in Texas, I know a couple people out there in Texas who do the storage unit stuff. I think as of right now, if I ever do win one out there, is that how that thing goes? It looks right. Oh, am I dumb? I am dumb. I've been doing it backwards the whole time. All right, yeah. So I think I'm dumb. I've been doing this thing backwards the whole time, so that's why it's like that, because it clips in, right? It is because I'm freaking dumb. Okay, cool. All right, so that one's in there now. Yeah, I am not the brightest out of the bunch, that's for sure. All right, this one's good. Oh, it should slide out, right? But yeah, if I ever win one in Texas, that'd be kind of crazy. That means we gotta be growing real big. I will say, hopefully in the next like 2 or 3 years, I'll be able to hire somebody, you know? That would be my my goal 1 year. And this one should slide in there like that. Beautiful. Okay, so now we got 2 of these things right here, these little ring things. I don't know what this thing goes to, but it looks like for some reason these things come with it. All right, that goes with that. All right, let me look at these pictures real quick. There we go. Pop it open. Okay, so this one does have it. All right, so they took the thing out of that. So this one has the magnet in there. That one does too. Okay. So that means I got this one in there backwards. I want to move south one day, then I could work for you. Absolutely, Christopher. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a little while now, and before I hire somebody, I'd have to get a LLC and everything, but it'd be one of those things where I think it would benefit, especially if somebody that knows what they're doing in the business, and then and it's not just about the reselling aspect of it. It's about like recording, doing the YouTube thing, and have somebody have a couple of responsibilities. They wouldn't be doing anything like crazy major or anything, but it has to be somebody I trust, and all that good stuff. Where's my screwdriver? So I'm just trying to prepare all this stuff so I know exactly where. Yeah, see, I put this thing on backwards, so I gotta take it out. But since I put it on backwards, it's a little annoying to get it out. No, that works. But yeah, absolutely though. If you ever move down here, let me know. I should listen for that, and then these are gonna go with these. Looks like they're selling for, let's say, 10 a piece. So yeah, we'll just sell these for $10 a piece. So that would be 10, 20 plus 50. That's 70 plus that's $100 right here just in ring parts, and that's before this. That's before the doorbell. So that's not bad. Literally just sitting in a random box. Sitting in a random box. It's only if I can get this thing out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out. That one's good. Yeah, see, this one I might have to move on from and come back to later. See, a lot of people don't see this struggle. You know what I mean? They don't see this struggle of getting this stuff prepared and cleaned, and I'm gonna try to muscle this thing out. Use my sleeve. Gotta get some kind of leverage on it. Nope, that ain't working. So yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I think it's not coming out. I don't necessarily want to break it. Get this little small screwdriver. Oh wait, did I get it? I got it. Aha! Success. There we go. All right, now we're good. All right, so now we're gonna do that right there. We're gonna do 2 of those. We'll hold on to this part just in case we find more. Good to go. All right. $9.99 quantity 2. Save for later. All right. Good to go. All right, let's look at this thing right here. All right. And we got ring G63R 9A. We got 7 listed. 12 sold. Look at that. 12 sold. All right. No one does have a cable, but it looks like that's for parts only. The original listing. They're just selling it as parts only. Okay. We'll sell this one as parts only. Yeah, we'll sell this one as parts only for 30 plus shipping. I think that's what we're going to do with that one. All right. That means all that stuff is done. Screw this thing back in real quick. Christopher, if you move to the south, where would you move to? Where would you move to? All right, that goes on the back like so. Oh, won't you close? I was thinking of Florida, but if I worked for you, I'd move to Georgia. I would say Florida. That's what I was sitting talking to my wife. I was sitting talking to her. I was like, man, Florida would be such a good opportunity for like storage units purposes because man, there's so many storage units down there. Like it's ridiculous on how many storage units are down there. Like, you can go to storage shelters at any given time, and there's just so many down in Jacksonville and other places too. All right, let's see here. All right, well, I'm gonna put all this stuff. So M2, yeah, M2. I think we're gonna put all this stuff in. Freaking leggages. All right. All right, let's get these pictures going. Lakeland, Florida, where I was thinking. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Florida is such a great, just a great place. Because I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of people go to like certain parts of Florida to retire, and I mean, you can use that argument with any state, but you figure you do that, go to Florida, and man, it's just like the garage sales essentially year round storage units, which I'm very surprised. Like the people who are in Florida right now, who are resellers on YouTube, that they don't do a lot more like storage units and stuff. I'm very surprised. Very, very surprised, because they can make killing because they actually have a platform, you know. They have a platform and they could just be, I mean, just literally killing it. All right, did all the pictures taken. But yeah, after I list these, I'm gonna call it a day from there because I got a couple hours till my Whatnot show goes live. But I am gonna do these last four listings with y'all. But yeah, man. I mean, you can go to freaking Storage Treasures right now and just go to city. I mean, shoot, let's just do it by state, man. You go to Florida right now, Christopher, and you just look up, I don't know, let's go highest, lowest. There's always a unit, yeah. There's always a unit up there that's going for crazy money. Look at this, $4,000 for this one that has that big old safe in it. Oh, that's a Liberty safe too. Liberty safes are not cheap. That's exactly why it's going for that. Liberty safes are not cheap. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of just units that you can just make a killing off of, and just in Florida in general. Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, you can just go and look, and you'll be surprised what is out there right now. Alrighty, what else is there? All right, those two are done. I got one more thing to load. That one's good. Another peephole camera. But yeah, basically everything that you guys just seen. I mean, that's $130 worth of stuff that was just sitting in a random bag from this storage unit. Absolutely wild. Refresh the page and look at that. Boom, all the photos are there. I'm gonna put all these in M2. All right, $29.99. How much does this thing weigh? Okay, 8 ounces should be good. And we got I didn't do the pictures together. That's fine. We'll just do them at $9.99 a piece. Somebody might come along and buy all of them. Okay, so there's that. This one is used. Boom. My scroll is not working now. Okay, scroll wheel is not working. $24.99. Let's see. 8 ounces should be good on that one. Yeah, 8 ounces is good. Yep. Boom. All right, that one's done. See how easy it is just to list, man. Sit down, clean your stuff, and easy peasy. And I'm gonna put all these probably in little baggies. Nine. Yeah, 5 ounces is good. All right, that one's done. Yeah, we got. Let's see, we got this tote here. We got another. I don't know, 2 totes in the garage that's just filled with just random stuff. 2. £1 should be good. Boom, there it is. All that stuff is done. What I like to do is I like to baggy up all of these. I like to baggy all these up. Now, y'all don't have to do this. It's just something that I prefer. That way, I don't know, something about gratification that shows the buyer that, you know, you took the time to take a little extra care for it. And these things are cheap, man. You can go to Amazon and get a 1,000 of these. They're pretty cheap. That's all it is. Wrap them up, make sure they look decent in there. Yeah, once I get all these done, we'll probably end the live stream there. Again, we have a very, very awesome Whatnot show tonight. Whatnot is in the description below. We got Funko Pops. We have literal Super Nintendo games, regular NES games. We got some pretty solid stuff. Consoles, cards. We have, what else we got? just random miscellaneous toys. But the Funko Pops are pretty cool because majority of them are like Venomized or something like that, or zombie related. So it's not your. Now there are some Star Wars, but it's not like your normal like little dumb Funko Pops. Like these are ones that are like pretty detailed. Again, that the whatnot link is in the description, you guys. Yeah, pretty easy, simple. Easy, simple for these things right here. Christopher, are you listening today? Boom, beautiful. Look at that. Now when the buyer gets it, they're gonna be like, "Dang, this dude really took care of his stuff." There. Listen today. Yeah, I think after I'm done with here, I think I'm gonna. Let's see. What's the phone? Might put the phone on charge for a little bit, and then probably list from my main phone instead of the work phone. Try to get some more of this stuff done before the whatnot auction, because it's gonna be a long whatnot auction for sure. It's gonna be a pain in my booty, but we gotta get it done because tomorrow I gotta go to the vet for my dogs. They're gonna get checked out, just a yearly routine, and then we have to. I'm gonna come home after that, probably do some more listings, and then Tuesday I have to. Go down to Savannah and start working on that unit where we found the Narcan and the used syringes. So we gotta start working on that. Probably just get just a bunch of trash. That way, when Wednesday morning comes along, I can do just a big dump run to knock that out. Because then we're winning I think we're winning a unit. Let me see what days we're winning a unit. Let's see. Listing a buck knife right now, trying to figure out the year. Buck knives can be a little tricky. They usually have like a number on the back or on the inside or something. But yeah, it looks like we are potentially winning a unit on Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, I do have an appointment at 2:30, but it's down. The unit that we're winning it at is down in that area where I need to be anyway. So it's definitely not bad. But then we got watches on a bunch of stuff. I mean, I don't know. We probably don't really need inventory until we get past this auction. But again, you know, when the buying's buying, you know, you gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love about what I do and why I like my brain sometimes, even though it's anxiety driven and all that. You just gotta buy whenever you can, but do it smartly. And we got some solid inventory. All right, that's gonna go on him too. All right, so I'm gonna call it there, you guys. I'm gonna try to get some more of this stuff listed. Good luck today on listings and whatever else you guys got planned in this upcoming week. I also got to get the trash ready. And oh man, another week done. Doesn't seem like we have taken a day off, and I guess going on 2 weeks now. So, anything else that's new other than storage units? We got our local auction stuff ready to go. Me and my wife worked hard on that. Whenever we did our second clean out of this one in Charleston, South Carolina, we didn't get home until about 4 o'clock, and then I worked on the storage auction stuff on Thursday, the local auction stuff on Thursday for like an additional 5 hours of doing descriptions, uploading the pictures. all that stuff, doing the research on stuff, getting the titles. And that was a full day. That was after cleaning out a storage unit. So I was exhausted that day, but I got it done. And now we could just kind of coast for this week and then maybe win a couple more units and prepare for the next one. So, but even though when you sit there and say that there's no work to be done, there's still a lot of work to be done. But seriously, though, thank you all so much for almost 20,000 subscribers. We are less than 1,700 away. Pretty amazing stuff. So thank you all so much for that. Getting very close to 20,000. But yeah, good luck on the motivational listing. Hopefully you guys are listing and getting all your monies right, and whatever your endeavors are this upcoming week. Hopefully you guys score big. If you guys are doing storage units, finding good stuff, and keep making that money. Stay hustling, stay grinding. Remember, at the end of the day, the grind is real. And remember, don't be money driven. Be passion driven. If you're telling you right now, you put the passion over the money first, I mean, you'll never know how far you can go in this business. So even though I'm still I'll probably say a low man on a totem pole on a bigger scale, my motivation and determination and drive will never be outdriven. So everybody have a good day, good night, and I might go grab me some food too because I'm getting a little hungry. All right, y'all. Much love you guys. We'll see y'all next time. Much love you guys. Peace.